Hello and welcome back to point of sale administration. So I'm sorry I didn't see your messages when you were trying to say you couldn't see, you wanted me to back up a little. I'm going to restart creating the company and I'm going to have someone. In fact, you know what? Is there anyone who was understanding what we were talking about? Is there anyone who grasped the concept of creating a new company? Anyone? Anyone? Me yasa bana bata yau?
May you please ask the question again? I didn't hear the question.
Okay. That chiti, just before last session ya pera, pane vanga vachiti dzokera kumashure mbichana atina kunyatsoona pasetup interview zvamaita. Pane here anga achinzwisisa aona zvatanga tichiita?
I think I managed to create a company by myself.
Oh, okay.
Following the instructions you're giving.
Okay, that's very good. Can you redo that process and share your screen so that others will see what you're doing?
Unfortunately, my Zoom is not on my laptop. I'm using an iPad separate, so I can't share.
Okay. Is there anyone who is using a computer to share their screen and create a new company for us so that everyone can see what we're doing and I can understand that everyone is we are on the same page. Everyone is getting the concept. Is there anyone to help us? Anyone akasununga kuzviita and kuzviita kunobatsira imimi ndimi muchagona kuzosangana nayo task yekuzviita because you guys are going to be the administrators. You are going to be tasked with that responsibility. So in any case, you are going to face this in the exam. So can we just, if anyone is free to help us? Anyone? Hapana. Ndodzokoro dzangu.
Hello, sir. Since we are unable to share, maybe I'm also using my phone. I'm failing to. The network is giving me a challenge so that I can hotspot the laptop. Probably, maybe we could just list the procedures to say you go to file. I presume everyone would know. You go to file and then company operations.
Okay.
And then you go to create new company, and then there's a form that you need to fill in the details of your company, the company name, address, and everything else. and then you go next, and then there's also a page where you're supposed to fill in is it the tax, your percentage of tax, and if you click next, there's an option for gift next, and then you go to the end of the receipt to say your shop name, the ending note, like for example, thank you for shopping with us and everything. I'm sure that's all.
Yes, that is very correct. We go to file, company operations, we create a new company, then we start the setup interview. We fill in the company details that are going to be shown on our receipt as we process our sales. Company details, we go on to do hardware setup. Kubvunza futhi kuti uda kuprocessa ma-credit cards here, kana ma-debit cards, kana ma-gift cards here, and tax, and that's all there is to it. So anoti asati anzwisisa kusvika patasvika apo tisati enderera mberi, because the disadvantage with this system is handisi kukwanisa kunge ndine imi face to face ndichinyasoona kuti ndiani asiri kubata todzokorodza munhu paanenge asina kubata. Pane here, can you show by raising your hand if you want us kana kuti? Okay, someone is asking, say kwese ukuteta musvika sei, inini handina kunzwisisa. That's okay. Let me back up a little handitya so that timba tabatsirana. I'm going to restart Rutendo. I'm going to restart woona kuti tatangira papi tichienda papi handitya. So this is what I'm doing. Let me share my screen with you. Right. First of all, fire up your point of sale system handitya. Kana usina kunzwisisa, I think you can speak ndikunzwe kuti hauna kunzwisisa, ndodziva kumashure. So first things first, you're going to say file. You can write this down. Kana wasvika point of sale system wako paunoivhura pekutanga handitya inenge isina chirimo. I'm going to restart. Inenge isina chirimo. You go to file, it says ataurwa. You go to file and it's got ndopa ndekutanga kana isina kupinda mukambani seizvi inenge isina zvese izvi zvese zvinenge zviri ma-gray fields, meaning you can't access anything chinenge chiripo apa because you are not logged into any company. This is apa. Then the first thing you do, kana company yakavhurika kana une company iripo, you go to file, company operations, then you select the company you want. But I want to show you how you create a new company. So you go to file, company operations, you say create new company, and it's next. So a new company name, company outdoor creator, the company you're working for. You're going to say SPA, and it's then we say create company. It starts creating the company database where you store your information, your company information, company details, your inventories, start managing you start administrating the point of sale administration from that database. I hope we have a better about it. Okay, Naomi, you can get your QuickBooks software from our Zika offices. Just talk to Dambuzo will help you. Okay. Right, so this is our setup interview. For the purposes of time, I'm just going to be rushing because I'm going to eat, and I'm sure Kawanga Wasara Chapashika. Right? So Yoktanga, Dobaganzi receipt, you are putting in your company details, and it company details just on that receipt voice message about my customers. I only talk about this. Talk about sales checks. If you don't charge sales checks, you say no. But if you charge sales checks, which in our case is VAT, and sales checks VAT, because the software got the USA inclusion tax system on the sales checks. It's also we've done away with sales checks. Options are the VAT system. So currently our rate VAT about 14.5% from down from 15% in College of Data. Tax agency at Noshanisa, it's Zimbabwe Revenue Authority, right? Next, it starts asking us about our payments method, and it is to accept my credit card here. Yes, I'm going to say yes, but you have to say no. I will show you why. Next, gift cards. Are we accepting gift cards as a method of payment? No. How do we set up? In our last lecture, after do partner watching. After what it's not we had we set up do set up. Meaning can you go to set up internet. I'll show you where you go to set up internet. Next, complete so can I find it in maybe my new phone number, my new company details, new receipt message. You go to file, then you say set up interview. You go back to the setup interview. So you can go, you can come back here at any time. Sales checks in everything. No gas support then done. Right? Anoti asara kumashure. Chibatsirane, you can speak out in the right, so Tataura, I'm going to assume that you say Answis is atashika. And upon Asara and Bango Taura, but to Batsira and Wahi. Anasari. Okay, so Tataura is to Jeptanga. Kunzwisisa our point of sale yakamira sei isusu kuti tishandise QuickBooks options that now we have this top drop down menu. It is everything just not kushandisa chatoda kuita kana chinoshandisa point of sale. It is everything. We have our sidebar menu, shortcuts, and you can customize the sidebar menu, putting in the work that you will from here, customize, and you can add or remove items or circle. If you want the customer list to appear here, you can just remove it. You can see here, customer list vendor list from here. So you can put it here, the vendor list. Right. As you can see, it's not appearing here. That's how we customize inside my menu. Then this is the navigator, right? Everything you find here, you can also find it here. So let me just put the charger. Is there anyone with a question? Pane here anoti inini hangu ndasara ndinoda kubatsirwa. Because apa patiyedu ndo pakakosha. Zvimwe zvese zvinozoitwa mumbeto hazvina kumbooma kana pamwana. Pane here anoti inini hangu ndasara. Okay. Kana kuruda kugadzirisa, you go pakanzi 5, you go setup interview. You are just redoing what you did when you created the company. So you go to setup interview, you start redoing it. Let me show you again, just in case. You go to setup, you go to 5, then setup interview. Then you start redoing it again. Are we together now? Okay, so once you create the company file, the first thing you do is to customize your database. Customizing your database, you're editing it to suit your preferences, to suit how you work. You want the company database to respond the way you want it to respond, right? So sometimes you want to and they also to achieve, but in a year, zvakasetwa sei database rako. So the way you do this is by going to company preferences, right? So how do you go to company preferences? You can write this down so that you don't forget. Company preferences, you go to file, right? File, then you say company, you go to preferences, then company. But before we do that, I wanted to show you what I was talking about when I said the drop down menu will show you everything you want. So today, pakanzi file panapa, backup, company backup. We do this through the file drop down menu, company backup. Company operations, when you want to switch between one database to another, you go to company operations. You can see, you can choose any company you want, or you can create a new company, or you can restore a backup file, right? So that is that about the company operations. If you want to switch company file to multi-user mode, there will be times when you have to do operations in which you can't do it when other clients by clients I mean, can I go to save database rako rinogona kukurambira kana pane mamwe makompyuta that will share the same database, right? Through networking, you can switch to single user mode or multi-user mode. There will be times. Then utilities, no, you want to through 5. I hope I'm utilities. You can import my customers, my creditors, my suppliers, my inventories. You can import. You can also export them. And those are not kind of the functions why you can do company preferences and choose add ones. Company preferences or work session preferences, you can set them up here. Setup interview, you have already seen creator. Creator, then also has the hardware setup, you can do it here. And it page hardware setup, you have a list. I don't know why you're going to make a sticker like so. But you know, that is a page like shown. They would see printer, test it. Yeah, right. Select your hardware. So you can connect receipt printer on tester. barcode scanner takataura zvese izvozvo. Last lecture kuti chii, card reader takataura kuti chii, cash drawer takataura kuti chii, zvese izvo zvinokwanisa label printer, touch monitor takataura last lecture kuti chii zvatoura nezvazvo, customer code display tatombotaura kuti nhasi. So this is where you set up that hardware. So unoenda through file, then you go to hardware setup. Kana asara here, kana pana asara, please taurai, because handisi kwanisa kunge ndimuona kuti arikusara nearikubata ndehupi. So that function yatanga chitaura feature ye point of sale yekuti inofanira kugona kuitira ichi masales, inokwanisa kugona kuita customer returns, new payouts, kuti mutongopata ipapo muvamana kuputisa mari muchishandisa, you can do a cash payout mubva waisa papo, zvinozoripotwa pa-end of day report train kuti paitobabuda mari dzakati. The point of sale system inofanira kugona kuita ma-sales orders, tambozvitaura zvinokwanisa kugona kuita ma-layaway. For those of you who don't know ma-layaway, ma-lay by sales. So that is what we're talking about, say layaway. My new work order, sales history, you can access your sales history for the day. If you want to my sales and much fund happy. My old receipts, when you said you can hold my receipt out to process if I won't buy order, what I'm going to a new sales receipt. Then you can go back to those sales receipts. Receipts. So you can now see the order list, sales order list, work order list, layaway list. You can do end of day procedures from here to point of sale. For customer management, it's a module but I say create a new customers to see my customers are now the customer list, and you can see the balances from here. If you have the customer balances, you're managing the customers using that the point of sale system, reward manager, customer loyalty programs. You can manage your customer loyalty programs from here. Now, inventory management, this is where you create new inventory items, create new departments from here, create new quantity adjustments from here. Suppose you're at your branch and your inventory balances in the system and not balancing with the physical inventories. You can see a new quantity adjustment. You can create a new quantity adjustment. Suppose washika you do a partial stock check, kana kuti washika umvosponzi zvinhu zvakati zvakawanda, so umvoona zviro zvacho nazvisikuenderana, and you are authorized to do quantity adjustment kuti physical quantities aenderane nema-system quantities. You can create a new quantity adjustment from here. You can create new cost adjustment. You are editing your average cost. We will learn about this. You can see the item list from here. The stock sheet training, you can see it from here. You can see the department list of departments. I'm not creator because it's important to create my departments when you are managing your inventories. Apana sara ndisi chese chiripo here tiri kunzwisisa zvekutaura. I hope and this department list. You can see the quantity adjustment history. Maybe you are now auditing the database. You want to see which one emerged really. Quantity adjustment. How you can see the history from there. You can see the cost adjustment history from there. Your quantity adjustment memos. You can see that from there. And you can also do physical inventory, stock checks. You can do it from here. Start a physical inventory, you can do that from there. Price manager, you can manage your prices from there. Next, purchasing. A point of sale system should be able to help you in your purchasing activities. You can receive items from there. You can do my return vouchers. You can create my purchase orders. You can see my new vendors, create my new vendors, my suppliers, and you can manage your suppliers from there. You can see your vendor list from there, purchase order list, yield purchase order vouchers, yield receiving vouchers, sorry. You can see them pop up. You can suggest a purchase order. This is when you have done you have created my reorder levels, and you can suggest a purchase order using that. Your system in system. Okay, thank you. System zvakawanda sei handitika in the reorder level yako ndeipi. Maybe wakaisa reorder level kuti chinhu ichi kana chinge chasvika pa 2 handitika takufanira kuita place a new order. You can do a reorder from there. You can suggest a purchase order. Create a suggested purchase order. Those are system through the inventory management function, right? So you can also suggest it can also suggest a purchase order from my orders are suppose what I my customer orders are and a new customer order and new sales order over enters on but then I risk one because on the end quantity I screen running the quantity doesn't order. You can create a suggested purchase order from there, and I open more part. In any case, teachers practical so that is that for purchasing. Employees, you can manage your employees from here. You can create new employees. You can give them security rights and my duties are you can let them clock in and clock out to manage my employees from that function. QuickBooks point of sale and it. So financial center, it's a financial exchange between point of sale system and QuickBooks. Here, my reports, point of sale my reports are one, and you can access them from here. My sales reports, and you can see it from here to here. My reports, so for the purposes of management accounting, you can't clarify what this will my reports only 1 hour or once I extra point of sale system. Once I will sell my dashboards, performance, once I report send any reports, I should go on my cash draw reports, my payment reports, customer reports. You can see my reports actually have wonders result. So that's the function why you say the point of sale system could generate reports and making my decision and drive a company company forward, right? So purchasing reports, my reports, my employees can white or my timesheets, local material, my employees are to clock in, clock out, and get my timesheets from here. So you see what is which is one you won't work as a report. This is which is one about you at top you're not going to be using for now, but you notice. So I'm going to give us 3 minutes easy to put them questions and get Asara in our next lecture. My preferences and it to create my company preferences. Then we start working in the QuickBooks point of sale system. ataure, abvunze ndimubatsire. Kana pane asara timbatagara tabatsirana kuti toziva kuti toita zvipi. But iko zvinozvi next lecture munhu wese please ange ane QuickBooks point of sale yake patinenge tichitoita, munhu wese anga achitoita tiziye akubatsirika neanosara kumashure kuti matakakoreta atanoenda mberi. Pane here ane mubvunzo? Kana ane zvichemo paapproach yatiri kushandisa tione kuti tingaimprove sei kana muri kunyanya kusara kumashure. Anyone? Saka munhu wese anzwisisa kana? Can I assume kuti munhu wese anzwisisa? Okay, so we'll continue in our next lecture. We'll continue in our next lecture. Chitangira about set up my company preferences, then we'll start entering our inventories to remember sales. Okay, thank you.